Hello beautiful souls, it's Karen at Soul Magic 99, and today I'm here with a message about the Divine Masculine. How did the supermoon affect the Divine Masculine energy? So we're going to do a check-in and see how the masculine energy is doing right now. And we're going to clarify these with the tarot. Hope you're all doing well right now. Let's get some light here. It's very dark in here today. It's better. Thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing and commenting. And as I said, when I get to 2,000 subscribers, there will be a giveaway of 2 decks and 2 free readings. So the first card we've got is settling. Okay, so some of the masculines could be settling. You know, this could be settling in their lives, settling in a certain relationship. You know, having that fear of change, not wanting to rock the boat. You know, just keeping the peace. Okay, so let's clarify that. So we've got 3 of coins. So they could have built something with somebody else, you know, a life, had a life with somebody else. And they could be afraid to lose what they've built with this person moving forward. So some of them are choosing to settle. Then we've got Dark Night of the Soul, which is understandable at this time because, you know, a lot of them are having to go through this. We've got 8 of Wands. So obviously 8 of Wands is about fast movement forward. And once they've been through this Dark Night of the Soul and they've had some sort of realisation within of what's going on, they may want to take that movement forward, take action forward quickly in their life, because it's followed by metamorphosis. So after going through Dark Night of the Soul, a lot of them are going to go through these changes and they're going to want to take action in their lives. At the moment, Mars is retrograde until beginning of November time. So I feel a lot of actions have been delayed from the masculine perspective, as it were. So, you know, when we get into November, early November time onwards, there could be movement forward in these connections. Because then we've got divine timing. We've got 2 of Swords. So it's about making that decision. It's about having that mental clarity as well moving forward. But the divine is in charge of the timing of when these changes could come in. And then we've got signs and we've got Ace of Swords. So again, that's having that clarity, isn't it? Having that clarity of thought and wanting to share that clarity moving forward. So that will be a sign once they get that clarity of what they need to do next. And then we've got healing. And we've got 5 of Wands. So they could have been in turmoil within, you know, this could be to do with mind and heart, logic and reason, or it could be in their lives in general. They're in some sort of dispute with somebody, and it could be their feminine, some sort of battle going on here. But once they've healed these issues, they were in a better position moving forward. Oh, everything's falling down now. And then we've got the material world. So I do feel for a lot of the masculines, the material world obviously is very important to them. You know, this is how they measure their success in life. We've got Page of Wands here. So they could also be feeling that passion here. Very much wanting to reach out in a passionate way. Sometimes our passions can get the better of us, can't they? Override our logic sometimes. And then we've got victim. So the masculine may be feeling a victim in some area of his life right now, but it's something that he's self-imposed. We've got Page of Swords. So this is usually the card where somebody is watching you on social media. So, you know, you may have disconnected from each other in the 3D world, and he may be very much feeling in the victim mode, but he's still watching you on social media, even though he's not taking any action to change the dynamic. And then we've got shadow work here, and we've got Six of Swords. So yeah, after doing this work, he's going to want to move forward in his life, away from all these negative behaviours and patterns of the past, situations. You know, once he gets that healing done, that clarity of thought, and he's stirred on by his passion, he will want to move forward in his life. And then we've got deception. To me, this is about deception. This is about him deceiving himself, about his true feelings towards his feminine, not being honest with himself. And if you can't be honest with yourself, you can't be honest with another person. And then we've got Knight of Wands. So I feel he was very much, maybe when you met him, in that Knight of Wands energy, which is that player energy, isn't it? They come in, they go out, they come in, they go out. It's just about the passion for them. It's not about the commitment. But they did have feelings, but they just didn't admit to them, to themselves or to you, because then we've got commitment here. So they're wanting a commitment moving forward. We've got Magician. So I feel the masculine is wanting to manifest his commitment in his life moving forward, and he's doing that manifestation work. And obviously the supermoon yesterday is a really good time to set those intentions. And we've got fall here, which is autumn in the UK. And this looks like Halloween, doesn't it, with the candles and the pumpkin, which is coming up very soon. And then that's followed by Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment card. Okay, so this is a wish fulfillment moving forward, I feel, to have this commitment and clarity with their feminine. So what energy are the masculines in right now? We've got inventiveness. So I do feel a lot of them are in that energy where they're finding new ways of being and new ways of doing things in their lives, trying to change things up a bit, you know, be inventive, think outside the box, basically. And then we've got communication. So I do feel they are wanting to communicate, okay? This is the god of communication, and he's wanting to communicate something to his feminine. And we've got support. I do feel he wants to be more supportive to his feminine, and I feel also that he could do with the feminine support right now for whatever reason. And we've got balance, and he's working on his inner balance here. This is important for both the masculine and the feminine energies, to be in balance, and he's working on that right now. And we've got sleep, so he's getting rest. And also I feel sleep is, you know, referring to the fact that he was asleep, he wasn't awakened, and he's coming out of that. He is awakening to his true calling, his true purpose moving forward. But he's also needing that rest and getting that decent sleep, because I think he may have had very disturbed nights in the past. And we've got ecstasy. I think he's remembering those times he spent with the feminine, you know, in an intimate way. It was true ecstasy for him. He's not found that with anyone else. And we've got guidance. I think he's wanting the feminine's guidance. He feels that she is more knowing and more aware of things, and he could really do with her guidance right now. And then we've got Thor, action. As I say, they do want to take action moving forward, because we had the Eight of Wands as well. They do want to take action moving forward, but at the moment I think there's a delay because of the way the planets are right now. But obviously it'd be different for everybody. So what other energies? We've got trickery here. So again, I do think this was about the masculine was tricking himself, really, about his true feelings towards this connection and his feminine. And he's wanting forgiveness from his feminine. And he's working on that self-forgiveness as well for himself. And he wants to expand his life. He wants to expand his mind. He wants to expand his spirituality right now. And in this image you can see there's like a guardian angel there, okay, guiding this. Yeah, and again we got victim here, so that came up before. So he could very much have been in that victim mentality, oh woe is me, why does this happen to me? You know, everything goes wrong for me, blah blah blah, which we all get into at times, and he needs to come out of that energy. Because he was confused, you know, there was the fog, you know, he had a fog around his brain or his heart. He didn't see things clearly. But now he's coming into that acceptance, okay? He's accepting what this commitment, this connection is about. So he's starting to accept it. And he's had grief, you know, he's had a lot of grief to deal with in his life, not just to do with this connection, but to do with other things that have gone wrong, you know, loss of people in his life, lack of self-love maybe, and he's working on these issues right now. And he's discovering more and more about himself and this connection. And again, I feel that's like a spirit guide, an angel guiding him right now and advising him or explaining to him how to open his heart chakra. And we've got the moon in this card. So I think he's working on opening his heart chakra. Yeah, he's releasing the past here. He's working on releasing, you know, releasing those painful things, feelings, thoughts from the past to allow himself to move on. And he will be making a recovery soon. And we've got the key here. And again, there's a spirit like a guide in this picture. Okay, so they're guiding his recovery right now. So what other energies is he in? We've got opposing, opposites attract, complementary, yin and yang. So he does feel that him and the feminine are opposites, but that is what creates chemistry, isn't it? The yin and the yang. And also this is about balancing those within himself. We've got mesmerised, in love, awestruck, captivated. So he is mesmerised by his feminine. He may not even show that, but he does have these feelings for her. We've got consumed, obsessed, ruminating, all-encompassing. So again, he may feel that this takes over his brain and everything, and he may feel a bit obsessed about his feminine right now. Got dominant here, control, confident, masculine. He may have been like this with you before because that's how he felt safe. That's how he felt confident and in control, by being dominant in the connection. Unraveling, unstable, tower, coming undone. So yeah, I mean, sometimes we need to unravel, don't we, before we can put ourselves back together. And he's going through the dark night of the soul right now, and he's working on his healing, which you need to do to move forward. And he's feeling guilty. He's got remorse, regret, shame over maybe the way he's treated his feminine and things that have gone down, things that were said and done between you. And he misses your nurturing energy of the feminine. He sees you as very caring, loving and compassionate. He wants to mirror that back to you. He knows he has to mirror that back to you. He's hopeful though, and he's starting to believe and be optimistic and positive about things moving forward in his life. He's got that hope in his heart. And we've got illuminated, conscious, aware, uncovered. So he's been illuminated by spirit. He's had things come to his awareness right now. Some things have been uncovered for him, been illuminated, okay? He wants to have joy. He wants to live in the moment with his feminine. He wants to have that joy in his life. And before he possibly had he didn't want to look at himself. He had a lack of self-awareness. He's raising his self-esteem levels right now as well. And, as well, in the past, he could have denied any connection with his feminine, any admission to any connection, but he does feel this magnetic pullback to his feminine. And some of them could have been in the runner energy, but I think a lot of the feminines have stopped chasing now. And, you know, if you're not chasing, there's nothing for them to run from anymore, is there? But they, you know, miss that intense sexual attraction they had with the feminine. And they're balancing their energies, as I said before, the masculine and the feminine energies within themselves right now. And they know that this is a twin flames, one soul split into two. And they're loyal to the feminine. They may not have been with any other woman, and the feminine may not have been with any other man since they've been in separation. Obviously, this is a general reading, so take what resonates. Some of them could be very hung up on materialism, you know, about having this and having that, but they're starting to see things differently. They felt the souls connect with their feminine. They just love being in her company. And again, they're remembering those loving times, that sensual sexual bliss they shared with their feminine. And in the future, they'd like to work together in some way with their feminine. And they've gained wisdom and clarity, or they're gaining it, okay, as we speak. So let's get some healing messages. When I first looked at you, I saw your soul, and I remembered the love we shared in past lifetimes. Looking at you, I saw my mirror, my soul spouse, and I felt your soul calling me home. In my dreams, we are happily married with a family and in soul mission together. I would love for this to be a reality one day. I can't stop myself from loving you. I still love you. I always have. From the moment we met, and I will always love you. This feels like a forbidden love, but if our love is wrong, then I don't care what others say. I'm madly in love with you, and I want you so badly. You're all I think about. Suppressing my desire feels like torture, so I often keep my feelings to myself to hide the pain. So a lot of them have kept their feelings to themselves. I trust you. Do you think you can learn to trust me again in time? They're not sure if the feminines will trust them again. Twin flame wedding for some of you here. This is what they're thinking. I believe in love because of you. You inspire faith, trust, hope and confidence. You are my true love. I love you. So there is love here for some in these connections, okay? So let's get some other healing messages. So yeah, we've got obsessive. So some of the masculines are obsessively thinking about the feminine. They could be stuck in a mood as well, and you know, this could be a negative mood. So a good way to come out of that is to dance or do exercise. A lot of them are connecting to their guides and angels, okay, and they're getting information right now. They need to stay grounded, especially if they're connecting to their guides and angels a lot. You need to ground yourselves, okay, so that you don't spend too much time up in your heads. There could be jealousy here, a fear of intimacy, codependency that needs to be healed. And they need to live their purpose, you know, find what is their purpose in life. They may not be living their purpose. And their intuition, a lot of them are opening up their intuition and learning to follow their intuition right now. So let's get some other healing messages. Examine your integrity. So masculines, are you acting with integrity in your life? You know, be who you say you are. Listen to your guardian angels. So there's guidance available to you right now. So tune in, meditate, connect to your guides because they've got some information for you. And again, listen to your intuition. So take notice of your intuition, your inner knowing right now. And practice positivity. Be positive about yourself, about your life. Be positive in your speech, your thoughts and actions. And that will attract it back to you. Recognize divine timing. Some things are out of our control in life, and we just have to go with the flow and trust in divine timing. And release fear, any fear you have over the future, because fear is false evidence appearing real. Okay? False evidence appearing real. So release the fear. So let's get some final messages. Don't let pride get in your way. So yes, they say pride comes before a fall, don't they? Don't let pride come in your way, masculines. If there's something you want to do or say, just do it. Don't let pride get in your way. Surrender to the divine. Yes, surrender to that divine timing. Follow your guidance. Take time to breathe out. You know, if you're stressing over your life or situation, just breathe. Remember to breathe. You know, slow down your breathing. You know, 10 slow breaths in, 10 slow breaths out. Just relax yourself. Prosperity lies ahead. So there's prosperity ahead for you. Abundance is coming in. And conclusions are within reach. So a conclusion to a situation is within reach. And you and your loved ones are safe. So that's always good to know, isn't it? So there are your messages. So that's the Divine Masculine energies right now. So thank you for watching. Remember to check out my Patreon. It's just $5 a month for any extendeds I do. And 18+ readings are over there. And I just want to thank you all for watching. Many blessings. Take care.